Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Let's Solve UPSC. In this video, we are going to discuss about why most of the aspirants, I'm talking about serious aspirants, they fail prelims. Some things about me first. I had a score of 400 in NEET UG. I have completed my Bachelor of Dental Surgery. I have given mains 2023 and 2024 and presently I am awaiting my mains 2024 results. These are my prelims mark sheets. In paper 1 of prelims 2023, I had a decent enough score of 92, which was almost 20 marks above the cutoff. I could not clear my mains 2023 because of a low score in my optional. So, why do serious aspirants they fail prelims again and again? Maximum aspirants lie in the range of plus or minus 5 to 10 of the cutoff. So, what are the reasons? We are going to divide this into two parts. First, that is before the exams. Number one, lack of conceptual understanding. The sources which you are going to follow, the sources which you are following are either improper or are too bulky so that you are not able to complete them within the given time period. Or the sources which you are following are not exam oriented. What happens if the sources which you are following are not proper? You won't get a conceptual understanding, and UPSC right now has shifted its focus to conceptual questions more. It is tilting towards application based questions more. For economy, you'll have to apply your concepts of economy to solve the prelims questions. Number two, ignoring the standard books. Standard books like Lakshmikant, Spectrum, etc. have to be read cover to cover. उनको पूरी तरह से complete करना ही पड़ेगा आपको. Next, some NCRTs they have to be read thoroughly because by skipping these subjects, you will not be able to solve the questions that the others are going to do so. Number थ्री, फाइंडिंग शॉर्टकट्स. आप अपने नोट्स नहीं बनाएंगे देन यू विल फाइंड शॉर्ट नोट्स ऑन टेलीग्राम or you will find certain marathon sessions in which we'll complete polity in 20 hours or 30 hours, we'll complete geography in 15 hours. Such kind of marathon sessions exist because the aspirants they do not give the required amount of time and effort on the subjects and they find shortcuts at the last moment. Avoid doing those. You have an ample amount of time starting from January. We can focus on these subjects as well. Number four, lack of proper planning and guidance. Improper or unrealistic plans like मैं 5 से 6 महीने में 1200 घंटे की पढ़ाई कर लूंगा or not following the right mentors. See, there are a lot of mentors on YouTube or Telegram channel or there are a lot of coachings also. But the point is everyone has a different method or way of teaching. Is the mentor you're following suitable for you? Are you able to follow what he is doing? If that mentor can study 400 or 500 pages in 10 hours, he'll expect the same thing from you. Are you also able to do the same thing? Next, number five, lack of revision. It is indirectly or directly related to the content which you are following, because if you have a bulky content you won't have the ample amount of time to revise. If you haven't studied your content properly you won't have the ample amount of time to revise. If you do not have short notes or you have prepared bulky notes in which there is a habit of many people, they use various colors to prepare notes. अलग अलग कलर से कलरफुल नोट्स बनाएंगे, सुंदर नोट्स बनाएंगे ताकि बाद में उनको टेलीग्राम पे अपलोड कर सकें. सी द पॉइंट इज राइट नाउ स्टार्ट बीइंग सेल्फिश. अपने बारे में सोचो. Prepare your own notes in such a way that only you can understand them. If you see the various toppers notes, you will not understand what they have written because only they can understand what they meant in when they have created those notes. So prepare those notes in such a way so that you can revise them in a very small amount of time. Next, number six, lack of practice. Low or no mock tests. As you have seen by many toppers that they had given a few number of mock tests. Because what happens is, after giving multiple attempts, they develop a certain level of MCQ aptitude. MCQ aptitude is nothing but the game of elimination or the questions which you cannot solve by knowledge. solving those, that is MCQ aptitude. Through logical guessing, through some analytics, through word breakdowns, these are the techniques through which you can solve the questions which you are not able to solve by knowledge. But in the starting attempts, you lack such kind of MCQ aptitudes, or even after multiple attempts, people lack MCQ aptitude because they do not give ample amount of time to practice. Number three, there is a lack of importance to CSAT. See, CSAT is one of the biggest reasons why many aspirants are being failing prelims. Prelims fail करने का one of the biggest reason है CSAT. Not giving the right amount of practice to it, not giving right amount of time to it will definitely make sure that you fail prelims. Next, number 7. See, in UPSC, quality matters over quantity. Why? See, coachings, they have to take almost 40 tests per year. Every test will have 100 questions, so they have to make almost around 4,000 to 500 questions every year. UPSC just has to make 100 questions every year. No coaching can ever match the quality of questions prepared by UPSC. That's why previous year questions are very important. And by previous year questions, मेरा मतलब ये नहीं है कि question solve किया और आगे बढ़ गए. Previous year questions means the questions which are there, you have to put them in your notes. The concepts behind the PYQ, आप उसको अपने notes में डालिए. जो right option है, उसके अलावा जो बाकी 3 options है, थोड़ा उनके बारे में रिसर्च कीजिए, थोड़ा उनके बारे में गूगल पे या चैट जीपीटी पे सर्च करके put those options also in your notes, because these options help you in solving prelims questions. Now, in the second part, we'll discuss about why many of the aspirants they fail prelims during the exam. See, what happens during the exam is, first of all, many aspirants who have given multiple attempts also, they have a habit of carrying preconceived notions into the exam. By preconceived notions I mean कि मुझे एटलीस्ट 90 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करके आने हैं, क्योंकि मेरे साथ वाले ने जो है वो 90 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करके आया था, तो मुझे भी एटलीस्ट 90 टू 92 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करने हैं. मैंने लक्ष्मीकांत 50 से 60 बार पढ़ ली है मैंने, तो पॉलिटी के अराउंड 30 क्वेश्चंस जितने भी आएंगे, आई विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व ऑल ऑफ देम. इकोनॉमिक्स में मेरा मेजर है, सो इकोनॉमिक्स is my best part. I can solve any economics question that is going to come in the exam. These preconceived notions, what happens is when you go into the exam and when you are not able to solve the questions, it creates panic in your mind. And now this is the time when most of the aspirants they fail prelims at that moment. Next, number 2, shocks like the only type questions. People who are able to absorb those shocks and carry forward, they clear the exam, and those who cannot absorb the shocks, they panic, and finally what happens is they cannot clear the exam. Number 3, not able to recall the questions or the answers. See, what happens is when you are not able to recall the answers, not able to recall is directly related to your content, your revision patterns, your practice. If you are not doing all these things, then you won't be able to recall the answers in the exam. Next, number 2, silly mistakes. See, what happens is if you commit 3 silly mistakes, so 3 into 2.67, that means आपके 8 marks negative हो गए due to just 3 silly mistakes. And what do silly mistakes means? Silly mistakes would mean the reading errors, incorrect नहीं पढ़ा question में, lack of focus on lengthy questions. See, what happens is when the questions are lengthy, they are usually easy. If you do not believe me, go and try the previous year questions which are long questions or which are lengthy questions. You will find them easy, because if you read all the options and the questions carefully, आप आराम से उन questions को attempt कर सकते हो. Number 3, sequence of bubbles gone wrong. बहुत लोगों की हैबिट होती है कि पूरा क्वेश्चन पेपर अटेम्प्ट करने के बाद में नेक्स्ट जो लास्ट में ओएमआर शीट को बबल करेंगे. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज, अगर आपने एक भी ओएमआर में बबल रॉन्ग कर दिया, देन आपका वो पूरा सीक्वेंस जो है बबलिंग का, नेक्स्ट सीक्वेंस वो गलत हो जाएगा आपका. सो दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ सिली मिस्टेक्स, नॉट कमिटिंग सिली मिस्टेक्स इन द एग्जाम. नेक्स्ट, नाउ द थर्ड पार्ट, during the break. This is the second most important part. अब यहाँ पे लोग क्या करते हैं, after coming out from giving paper 1, they start discussing that paper instead of preparing for CSAT. So what happens is, अब आपने बाहर निकले, आपने देखा कि आपके पॉलिटी के 10 या 12 क्वेश्चंस गलत हो गए. Now what happens is you start panicking in that moment, and now you will not be able to perform well in CSAT because of the panic that has been created during the break. The second one, not resting or eating proper lunch during the break, it leads to laziness or lethargy in your mind in the exam. And by laziness, मैं आपको आलसी नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. Laziness is your mind goes into a certain relaxed state to conserve energy. See, this is the biological thing. Okay, your mind goes into a relaxed state to conserve energy. So you have to eat proper lunch and rest during the break. So telling all these, I just want to let you know that in UPSC, if you do smart work, then 80% of the work can be done by just 20% of the efforts. And if you are willing to put this 20% of the efforts, then you can easily clear UPSC CSC 2025. And I am repeating it again. Still, if you start working hard, you can clear UPSC CSC 2025 by eliminating all these mistakes. By working hard, you can clear UPSC CSC 2025. The link to my Telegram channel is in the description box. So let's solve UPSC together. Thank you and have a great day. See you again soon.